Good morning. This is Fiona DL here, and this is the first in my video interview series that I am calling The Wonder of Women. And I have with me today the lovely Morag Wylie from Sound Balance Scotland, and also from Live, Laugh, Breathe, Laughter, Yoga and Transformational Breath. Good morning, Morag. How are you?
Good morning, Fiona. I'm great, and thanks so much for having me on today.
You're absolutely welcome. It's great. I mean, I love what you do, and I'm really excited to share that with some other people. So tell me then, what led you to be doing this as a job? What led you to be in this health and wellbeing industry?
Well, in the 90s, my life was basically turned upside down. I went from being a happy, healthy, active, sort of 29-year-old to being basically housebound through ME, chronic fatigue syndrome. And I began a journey on trying to get my life back together. And I journeyed through lots of alternative therapies until I found things that worked for me and gave me my life back, basically. So when I was well enough, I really felt that my mission was to kind of like help other people that were in the same position as I had been, and to just help empower them to get better. So I trained in several different therapies that had helped me get well, basically.
Wow, that's a really amazing story, Morag, to have come from, being absolutely housebound and stuck there, and now, wanting to help other people. That's incredible. So tell me then about how you help stressed out mums and women with their own business.
So, so I help stressed out mums on many different levels. And you said the word stress, and a lot of the things that I do is really help people experience deep relaxation, especially sound. It can just give you sort of even 10-15 minutes to just slow down. I mean, mums are so busy doing so many different things, and they just don't always put themselves first.
Especially just now.
And the great thing about sound is that it's really effective really quickly. You just need 15 minutes to sit down and listen to some singing bowls, or even have your own singing bowls, and straight away your mind can just calm down, and it really helps you sleep better, which I've noticed is a big thing for people at the moment. They've got so many worries that they go to bed and their thoughts are churning and going round and round. So it can really help with things like that. On a deeper level, breath work can really help you reach your potential. So if you're setting up your own business and you've got a lot of doubts, worries, anxieties about it, breathwork can really help you move past these blocks in your subconscious mind. So
Wow.
say, like when I made my first sound healing CD in the summer, and I was getting on really great with it, and then this block came in, and it was like, nobody's going to buy this. This is going to be rubbish. I'm not good enough. Why am I doing this? And I did some breathing, and it just really helped me to move through and realize that actually I am good enough. So I work with women to help them move forward in places that they're stuck.
That's incredible. So what is transformational breath then, Morag? And how do I know if I'm breathing correctly?
So it's a very simple way that you can kind of like analyze your own breathing patterns is put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, and just breathe naturally, and see if you can feel movement in your belly, and see if you can feel movement in your chest, and see if your breath feels shallow or deep or tense or relaxed. And the idea of transformational breath is that we work on your breathing system to open up your breath. And our breath is actually an amazing tool because it helps us transform all the things that are stuck in our body. And that can be from old traumas, old emotions, negative beliefs that we have about ourselves. And we can actually use our breath to transform all this stuff, which is really amazing. So we teach people to breathe with the diaphragm and in a special conscious connected manner, which allows whatever is held in the body to be released.
That's incredible. I actually feel calmer sitting here listening to your voice and holding on to my diaphragm in my chest. It's amazing how that feels. So, what are the benefits then for people of this, really, of transformational breath?
So when you breathe properly, it can bring you more energy. It can boost your immune system. It can encourage lymphatic drainage. That's all on a physical level. on an emotional level, it can help you let go of any old emotions that you've been holding on to. Maybe you've experienced loss and you've just kept going. You've not really wanted to process that grief because it feels so painful. You just want to hold on to it. So by breathing into it, you can actually release it quite quickly and transform it. And then it can help reprogram your subconscious mind, like I mentioned before, with any deeply held beliefs that we have, that we're not good enough, or we're too fat, we're too thin, we're too old, we're too young, whatever we have. So it can work
That's
in
incredible.
different levels.
That's incredible. It's something so simple as breathing that we do every minute of every day for all of our lives. If we do it differently and properly, can transform things. That's incredible. So, but you don't just do breath, do you? You also are a sound healer. So, how did that start? What drew you to working with sound? Do you have
Uh,
a background?
so I started working with sound because I had a gong bath. I mean, it must have been about 8 or 9 years ago, and it was just amazing. It was like having a Reiki session. I was lying there and someone was playing this huge gong over everyone, and I could feel these little tingles of energy going up and down my body. And I felt such a deep sense of relaxation. It's like my mind quietened, and I suddenly just felt that everything was okay in the world. And so, just from having experienced sound, it was one of these things that I thought, that'd be quite interesting to learn a little bit about this. And then when I saw the effects on people, I just wanted to learn more and more, and it just grew and grew until lockdown this year. I kind of thought, oh, I'm stuck now. What am I going to do? But I kind of learned to work with sound online, and over lockdown, it's just been great to support people and offer them that place of calmness and relaxation where they can forget about the troubles and the chaos in the world for an evening. So I
Absolutely.
love
And I think
working with
we'll
sound.
do with that just now for sure. So, do you have a musical background, Morag?
I got piano lessons when I was a child until I was a teenager and I started uni, and then I didn't have time anymore. And I'd kind of like just put it to one side because I had moved away from home and I didn't have a piano anymore. But it's this working with sound has kind of like brought that back. But you don't need a background as a musician to work with sound at
Really?
all.
Okay, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, the instruments that we
Tell me
play.
how it works then, and what are the benefits of sound healing? How does that work?
So it works on, again, many different levels. So it entrains your brain waves. So it's like meditation without the effort that it takes to get to that quiet state. It's like the sounds actually work on your brain waves and slow them down. So that's a lovely thing. Uh,
That I could do
sound
with
is
that.
sound is vibration as well. So the sounds actually penetrate physically into your body. So they penetrate deep. If you've got tight muscles or joints, the sound is actually going to penetrate into them and help stimulate the blood flow and help relax them. So again, it works on all levels of your being. It can, allow you to experience this really deep level of relaxation, and you can get out of your monkey mind. It helps silence all that chatter, and when you set a positive intention as well, it can help you reprogram your mind with positive beliefs. So, kind of like all the things that I do, they work quite well together. They're kind of like the same. Yeah, they work in similar ways.
Absolutely, it sounds really like it. So, out of all your sound healing, then, what is your favourite instrument to play?
That's quite a hard question, Fiona, when I think about it, because I love them all. I love different ones in different situations. When I run sound journeys in person, my favourite instrument is the gong because it just fills the whole hall and it's
Yeah.
amazing. Working online, it doesn't really work so well. So when I'm working online, I love the quieter instruments. I love the little koshi chimes. I actually meant to bring one up to show you, but everyone loves koshi chimes because they're just a lovely, gentle, soft, tingling sound.
Is that like these little bells?
Yep.
So I use these in my. I'm a holistic therapist, so I use it at the end of my treatments just to let people
Yeah,
know that it's over. They're very cute.
yeah, and everyone loves koshi chimes.
Yeah. So you like that? You see, I think I would like the. I think I would like the gong too. I think that would be a favourite of mine for sure. But also, and I know that you've been doing a lot of laughter yoga, and especially online too, during lockdown, I know you did it before then, laughter yoga. So I'm not flexible. I go to yoga, but I have to say I'm so glad that it's online now because it saves me making a total fool of myself when I fall over and things. So I'm not very flexible. Does laughter yoga involve bending and flexibility?
So the good news about laughter yoga is that we don't actually do any physical yoga postures. So the yoga bit is about some deep breathing and stretching. And I always encourage people to work within their limits. So if they do find it hard to kind of like bend over and stretch up, they just do what they can. So
That sounds excellent. It sounds so much fun. Um, I think I really would encourage people to do that because laughing's so good for you, isn't it?
laughing, well, the first thing about laughter is that when we laugh, it produces endorphins, which are our feel good chemicals. So they're amazing little things. So they're antidepressants, anti inflammatories, and painkillers. So just from laughing, you can, if you hurt your finger, for example, maybe you jam it in a door, maybe the last thing you want to do is laugh. But if you actually make yourself laugh and that quickly becomes real, the pain will actually go away. It's amazing.
It's
So,
that whole better to laugh than cry, or you don't know whether to laugh or cry, isn't it?
yeah.
Best to laugh then and not cry. I'll keep that in mind. Me with the leaky eyes. So this sounds like an amazing journey you've been on, Morag. Absolutely incredible. What do you love best about what you do here?
What do I love best? I think just seeing the difference that sound and breath and laughter can make in people's lives, and knowing that I'm supporting people through a difficult time. Really,
Fantastic. Yeah. So,
there's something about at the end of a sound journey, especially when I'm in the hall. There's just that really deep silence. I mean, I had a brief window in September where I was able to work in reality with a group of pregnant ladies. Uh,
uh-huh.
and I just sat at the end of the sound journey for a good 10 minutes in silence because no one moved a muscle. They were just all
How lovely.
so peaceful. And
Yeah, I that must be a lovely feeling because you.
there's something nice about a Friday night when
Yep.
everyone arrives really stressed and anxious, and then by the end of the evening, they're just totally relaxed and chilled.
That sounds lovely. I'm just going to touch on something here that you mentioned earlier. You've continued working in lockdown and you've really transformed your business. And you mentioned about a sound healing CD. Tell
Yes,
me
that's right.
about that.
Sorry.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
So yeah, when lockdown happened, a lot of people didn't want to follow me onto Zoom because maybe they didn't have a good enough broadband speed, or they just weren't too comfortable with technology. And I wanted to do something to reach them. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided to record a CD of a sound journey. And this was all new to me. I knew nothing about recording or how to produce your own CD or market it or anything. So it's been a great learning curve for me. So I produced it, was released in September. And yeah, so basically you can have your own sound journey at home to listen to whenever you want. So it's a complete sound journey from a little introduction, a little meditation to get you settled. I take you through various different sounds, ground you at the end, and then bring you back. So
Wow, that sounds incredible. And you know, what an amazing skill you've learned as well. And a resilient lady.
I've learned how to use software to edit music, and I've learned to how to produce CDs. I've learned all about Spotify and CD Baby, and
Sounds incredible, Morag. Sounds incredible. So, you're obviously a very busy lady, but what do you do when you're not working? What do you like to do?
so you've got the things that I love to do normally when I'm free to travel, and I love wild water swimming. I love hill walking and walking on beaches. I love traveling. At the moment, it's more like walking my neighbour's dog and doing lots of crochet. So I love being creative and creating lovely things like crochet blankets and clothes and little soft toys, which I sometimes sell to fundraise for charity. So yeah, I love
Fantastic. I
creating.
know we're missing not getting out and about just now, aren't we? And not being able to go further in our own county. I know, like me, you're kind of landlocked, so getting towards water where you can swim is a bit of a challenge, I have to say. So,
Cold showers instead.
Really. When I get in the shower in the morning, my husband has a roasting hot shower and he's always in before me. I'm like, turn that down for goodness sake.
I have a nice warm one and then I turn it down gradually, and Alan can tell how the temperature of the water, because all he hears is
But it is exhilarating, isn't it? Yeah. So, how can we find out more about your workshops and your one-to-one sessions then?
So if you're on Facebook, you can visit. I've got a couple of Facebook pages. The first one is just Sound Balance Scotland, so that has all my events. And the other one is Live, Laugh, Breathe. I think it's Live, Laugh, Breathe, Laughter, Yoga and Transformational Breath. They're both on Facebook. I've got websites as well, which again, just Sound Balance Scotland and Live, Laugh, Breathe. And I send out regular newsletters, which just keep people updated. I usually have a little video sound healing clip in my newsletter, a little bit of
Oh, nice.
information about something, and then just a list of what's going on.
Sounds great. And what about your CD? How would people get their hands on that?
So, well, you can either go to iTunes and download it directly, or you can go to Amazon and download it directly. Or if you'd like an actual CD, you just email me at info@soundbalancescotland.co.uk.
Fantastic.
And yeah, so the CD download, you just look for Sound Balance Scotland on iTunes or Amazon.
That sounds great, Morag. I can't, honestly, I'm blown away by all the support that you offer, from simple things like sound and breathing, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. So what I'm going to do is when I publish this, I will put the links below the video so that people can find you. It's been amazing talking to you today. I'm absolutely delighted. I'm signing up for Laughter Yoga and I'm buying that CD. That's an absolute definite. So thank you very much for coming along today, and it's been great chatting to you.
You too, Fiona. Thanks so much for having me. It's been great. I love just talking about the things that make my heart sing and make me feel joyful.
Superb. It was lovely talking to you. You're an absolute tonic. Thank you. Bye-bye.